Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Women Build 2021 virtual event. We're thrilled to have you this morning. Habitat for Humanity's International Women Build Week is an annual week-long event created by Habitat's Women Build program in partnership with Lowe's. This year's event is March 8th through 15th. It began on International Women's Day. We typically celebrate Women Build through in-person volunteer opportunities, either on our build site or Habitat home repair site. While we can't host you in person, we're so grateful for you spending your morning and celebrating with us virtually. We first want to give a shout out to and thank Lowe's for their partnership this year. We are hosting one of more than 300 Women Build projects taking place in the US, Canada, and India. Despite the constraints caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, Habitat and Lowe's remain committed to raising awareness of the need for safe and affordable housing among women. Through International Women Build Week, Habitat and Lowe's are showing their commitment by expanding the program's reach in 2021. Lowe's increased their donation from $1.9 million in fiscal year 2020 to nearly $2.7 million in fiscal year 2021, allowing Habitat to support more women-led households through the campaign. Lowe's support of Habitat has helped more than 18,000 Habitat partner families improve their living conditions. We're so grateful for their continued support for Habitat for Humanity and thank them again for making this virtual event possible. While Women Build Week is almost over, the last day is March 15th, there's still an opportunity to share Habitat and Lowe's by using hashtag #BuildHer to advocate for housing affordability, promote virtual events, donate to Habitat's work, and raise awareness of these critical issues. To learn more, visit habitat.org/womenbuild or follow the hashtag #BuildHer on social media to share and view inspirational stories from around the world. Stay tuned until the end of our program as well as we share with you a fun DIY project. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our CEO, Darcy Taylor, who's going to say a quick hello.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Darcy Taylor. I'm the CEO of Habitat for Humanity of Ventura County. Thank you for taking your Saturday to celebrate Women's Build with us and for helping us bring awareness to the challenges faced by women accessing affordable housing. I'll be brief as this is a Women's Build event, and I want you to hear directly from the incredible women who represent all aspects of our organization. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you, our incredible supporters. Thank you to Lowe's and all of you who have supported Women's Build this year and in previous years. While we can't be on the construction site this year at this time and had to cancel our event last year due to COVID, we are so looking forward to next year and the possibility of hosting this event in person. We have many exciting projects on the horizon, which you'll hear about in a moment. However, we cannot continue to build or support hardworking women and families in need without your support of this organization. Any action counts. You can make a donation today. Donate link is in the chat. Sign up to volunteer when we're back on the build site. Shop or donate to our resource both at Oxnard and CB. And most importantly, be an advocate for affordable housing in our community by following us on social media, interacting with our advocacy and cost of homework. Thanks again for sticking with us during this difficult time. It's now my pleasure to introduce Corrinne Rice, one of our board members, who will tell you more about what Habitat has in store. Corrinne.
Thanks so much, Darcy. Good morning, everyone. My name is Corrinne Rice, and I'm on the board of directors here at Habitat Ventura. I might be new to the board. However, I've been involved with Habitat Ventura for about 5 years now. I've seen this organization from a number of angles, from events and fundraising to swinging a hammer on the build site. And now as a board member, I'm thrilled to continue to support an organization and cause that I'm incredibly passionate about. Now more than ever, there is a great need for affordable housing, as the housing crisis has now become a housing catastrophe. And Habitat Ventura is looking forward to providing opportunities for women and families in need. This is especially true in the aftermath of the pandemic. Everyday women are looking for an opportunity to build a better life for their families. Safe, decent, and affordable housing is the key to financial security and upward economic mobility. We must make affordable housing opportunities available to women-led households and families here in Ventura County, especially for women of color. We can see that women who are empowered through stable housing and home ownership can invest in themselves and their communities. Families become more resilient, and the benefits can last for generations, breaking the cycle of poverty. Here at Habitat Ventura, we have proof that our program works. Last year, we surveyed our 72 Habitat Ventura homeowners about the long-term impact that home ownership has had in their lives. And here are a few highlights. 100% of respondents said that their overall sense of safety and well-being has improved. 92% of homeowners said that their children's grades in school have improved, and 61% said that they have been able to increase their college and school savings for their children. We're thrilled to continue this important work and are currently working on 2 new projects to support more local families. First, we have our Port Hueneme housing project. Any day now, we'll break ground on 5 affordable homes in Port Hueneme. This is our first ever build in that city and our first time building townhomes. We've selected 5 amazing families to partner with us, and each of them will invest at least 500 hours of sweat equity by building their future homes alongside volunteers. And once construction is finished and they move in, they'll have an affordable mortgage. In fact, we'll be able to meet one of our new partner families shortly. Next, we have our tiny home project in Cypress Court, which is actually a partnership with Habitat Humanity Ventura County and the City of Oxnard's Housing Department. Beginning in November, Habitat and our volunteers will build 28 tiny housing units, in addition to a community room, laundry facilities, a community garden, green space, and car and bike parking. Once the construction is complete, the city's housing department will manage the property and its tenants. The project will house people experiencing homelessness, low-income seniors, and other low-income Ventura County residents who will each pay a very low monthly rent or possibly no monthly rent at all, depending on their income level. In addition, supportive services will also be provided on site to those who need them. Our intent is to move low-income people along the housing continuum, helping them achieve financial and housing stability and upward economic and social mobility. We hope some of our Cypress Court residents will partner with Habitat in the future and become homeowners. In addition to building new homes, we also provide critical repairs that are health and safety related for homeowners in Ventura County through our Habitat Home Repair Program. Each year, we provide between 30 and 40 health and safety related home repairs at no cost to seniors, veterans, people with physical disabilities, and other low-income homeowners. Our home repair program helps people remain in their homes safely in the long term, as well as enhances the face of neighborhoods and preserves affordable housing in our community. So, with so many programs going on, what can we do to help? First of all, you can make a donation today at habitatventura.org/donate. Your support is critical in continuing this important work. And you can sign up to volunteer. Volunteering with Habitat is a one-of-a-kind experience for anyone looking to give back, and is one of my personal favorites and how I first got involved with Habitat to begin with. While volunteering opportunities have been suspended in response to COVID, we'll be thrilled to welcome you back to site as soon as it's safe to do so. We have a variety of opportunities for different age groups and skill levels. You can find out more information online as well. You can also shop or donate at our restores. We have 2 restores in Ventura County that support Habitat's mission of building more affordable homes in Ventura County. You can shop for quality new and used furniture, appliances, and other construction items to finish any home improvement project. As a matter of fact, I recently purchased a new washer and dryer from the Restore in Oxnard. Both of the stores are open 7 days a week, and you can shop or donate to the store that builds homes. For more information, you'll find it on our website. Together, we will continue to build homes, community, and hope for women and families in Ventura County. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to one of our future Port Hueneme homeowners who just broke ground in her own home in January. Mayra Rodriguez, over to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mayra Rodriguez. Myself and my husband are thrilled to be future Habitat homeowners in Port Hueneme and can't wait to join you on site building our future home. This Habitat home will change our lives completely, and we are so grateful for this fulfilling and life-changing opportunity. I want to share my family's journey to home ownership with you today. We applied for a Habitat home after years of frustration and disappointment, trying to purchase a home in Ventura County. All of our family lives here, and we didn't want to be forced out of the county where we live and work in because we couldn't afford it. My husband is a carpenter, and I'm a kindergarten teacher, and we are currently living with my parents. We work hard and want to start a family of our own, but also want to be financially stable and have a place for our future kids to grow up and have a space. Plus, we want our own space as a married couple. Living with our family was the only option, and while we love our family, we obviously want to be independent. No matter how hard we tried and save home ownership wasn't happening for us. The most difficult part of accessing home ownership was finding an affordable mortgage rate that was not out of our reach. Everything's so expensive in Ventura County and so competitive. We just want to own a home, save for our future, and be financially stable. That's everything a young, hard couple or person should be able to achieve. I know this is a struggle for many young people just like us are facing. We know there are so many more hardworking families from all walks of life that are struggling. When we got the call that we had been accepted, we knew that everything was going to completely change. That call was a sign of relief, and our lives are finally gonna begin. Everything finally was falling into place. We will build our own life, raising our future kids in our own community, have a space as a couple, and not worry about rent or high payments. I think what my husband and I are most excited for when we finally move in is hosting family dinners and invite everyone over for holidays. Those memories will be priceless. Thank you for your support and all the Habitat's incredible support system are making our dreams come true. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayra, for sharing your story. All of us at Habitat Ventura are excited to partner with you and your husband and join you on your journey to first-time homeownership. Now I'm introducing Anna Connors, one of our advocacy and community engagement volunteers.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anna Connors. I'm a recent graduate of Cal State University Fullerton. I work in the marketing industry, and I'm a huge proponent of Habitat for Humanity Ventura County's initiatives. I had the honor of being chosen as one of the emerging leaders, which is one of 13 nationally, for Habitat of Ventura County, and even got to attend Habitat on the Hill last month to learn more about how to make a better impact through advocacy. I also got the privilege of serving as a community engagement intern for Habitat last semester and got to engage in a greater capacity with our volunteers and homeowners. I love being immersed with Habitat, and my passion for Habitat actually began as a teen in high school when I volunteered with the organization. Excuse me. When I was younger, though, and as many of the younger generations now experiencing, I didn't understand much about the housing crisis and unaffordability of rent and mortgage in my area, California, or our nation as a whole. It wasn't until I went off to college that I really began to understand how difficult it was to be truly financially independent, especially as a young woman trying to simultaneously pursue an education and a career. I remember many of my female friends struggling to pay rent while working multiple jobs, living at the cheapest apartment in the area, and paying for school and living expenses. It was nearly impossible. And there were many times my friends and I had to sacrifice eating meals just to save up enough money to afford sustaining our living situation. In addition, the costs continued to rise each year by hundreds of dollars, even if choosing to stay in the same apartment complex. This is unacceptable, yet also opened my eyes to just how difficult it is to support oneself while seeking permanent, viable housing options. These are just a few of the struggles young women and all women have to go through when trying to live independently or support their household. Not to mention the constant battle we have with equal pay, gender equality, unfair biases and stereotypes against working women, the fact that 60% of impoverished households in the US are led by women, and 1 in 3 single mothers in the US live below the poverty line. With women-led households becoming more and more prominent, the impact of COVID-19 also comes into play, as staying home has become the first line of defense during the pandemic, detrimentally affecting the ability to afford housing as job loss and pay cuts skyrocket, and a huge burden has fallen on women. Even in our local Ventura County, the housing is not considered affordable, and many young to middle-aged residents have to relocate due to the steep rent and mortgage prices. Average rents climbed 41.2% between 2014 and 2018, and only 28% of residents can afford to purchase a median-priced home, and this is in Ventura County. In 2019, Ventura County was the 13th most unaffordable housing market in the country. Those numbers were a shock to me, and they highlight the need for us as women and activists to champion for affordability, equality, and a better life for our younger generation as they grow up and navigate the same struggles that we did. In Ventura County, we must raise awareness for these unfortunate struggles women face, so that safe, decent, and affordable shelter empowers women-led households, instead of discouraging them to dream or build a better life for themselves and their families. This is why the Cost of Home campaign, which Brooke will go into a bit more detail about, is so important and necessary at a time like this, not just on a local but a global level, as strong women continue to inspire and empower each other to push boundaries and act as change makers for equality and living quality lives. These are the women I aspire to be like, and the ones that I hope we can all come together and support through Habitat for Humanity and within our own communities. Please use the hashtag #BuildHer to share your own inspirational stories and advocate for housing affordability. Thank you for listening to my story, and I will now pass it on to Brooke, one of our Young Ambassador co-chairs.
Thank you, Anna. So hi, everyone. My name is Brooke Nind. I'm a student at Westlake High School and one of the co-chairs of the Habitat Young Ambassador program. HYA is an amazing opportunity for young people here in Ventura County to get a chance to work with Habitat, learn more about the affordable housing crisis close to home, and advocate for change. I knew I wanted to join HYA since affordable housing is such an important issue right now everywhere, but especially right here in our own community, and has only become more relevant with COVID-19. As home prices continue to increase in Ventura County, so many families are being left behind and priced out of the place they've grown up in. Working with Habitat has opened my eyes to just how critical the need for affordable housing is. It's so important for young people to lead this conversation going forward because our generation will eventually come into power and be left to fix these issues. So it's going to hit us the hardest. We're growing up unsure if we'll be able to own a house in an area like this. And if we are somehow able to, we know it will be difficult to make that a reality. I know for myself and a lot of my friends, we expect that we'll have to continue living with our parents after college, or if we want to own a house, move out of this area, or even move out of California altogether. And as Anna mentioned, this situation becomes more difficult at every turn for women, especially due to gender discrimination. But Habitat believes that everyone deserves access to safe, decent, and affordable shelter. With your help, Habitat homeowners can achieve. Homeownership greatly benefits women and families in Ventura County, making a huge difference in their lives. In the survey Corrinne referenced before, 85% of homeowners responding said at least one of their children surpassed their educational level. 79% of homeowners said their incomes increased. 50% said their retirement and/or household savings increased, and 30% said they increased their own educational level. If young people set their minds to identifying, learning about, and helping solve issues early, once we have more power to get things done ourselves, we'll be able to make even more change. It's so important that we educate ourselves and do everything we can to help families today, our families in the future, and generations after that. Habitat is currently working on a Cost of Home campaign. Cost of Home is a 5-year advocacy campaign through which local Habitat organizations, partners, volunteers, and community members across the country are working together so that 10 million people have access to an affordable home. No family should ever have to spend more than 30% of their income on a home. We need to make the cost of home affordable. Now, to wrap my portion up, here's how you all, our participants here today, can help. There are a few key actions you can take. Please share the cost of home graphic and information about the campaign on social media with hashtag cost of home. Join HYA if you're eligible and tell the young people in your life about it so that the next generation is educated and ready to combat the housing crisis. Lastly, be an advocate in your everyday life. Once again, Habitat believes that everyone deserves access to safe, decent, and affordable shelter. With your help, we are one step closer to getting there. Thank you all for coming here today and listening about HYA, and now I'll pass it back to Katie.
Thank you, Brooke. For those who purchased a DIY flower box kit, stay tuned for an instructional video led by our volunteer, Rainey Steffen, on how to put it together. Our volunteers today will actually be donating 10 of the flower boxes they build to Gabriel's House, a local shelter for women and children. For those who need to hop off now, you can find the link to the instructional video as well as the detailed instructions in our chat box. Remember to share your housing story on social media and use the hashtag cost of home, and share about today's event with the hashtag BuildHer. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend.